Hey everyone, Brady from Nat&Brad, and today I'm off of work. I took a nice long birthday weekend. My birthday was 2 or 3 days ago, something like that. So today, while Natalie is at work, I'm actually going to drive around to some of my local stops and do some game chasing, see what I could come up with. Just, be sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, just killing time. So yeah, we'll see what I can come up with today. You never know. Never sleep on your local area. You could always find some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. Here in the local Best Buy, going to check out some of the Nintendo stuff, see if they have anything worth getting. Micro SD Express cards. I would love to find the 1 terabyte, but I have yet to locate it. Seems like just like most places, it only has the 512 available. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay. Pretty decent selection of Switch 2 titles. Madden 26, that's tempting, but sports games usually don't hold their value, so don't really care about that. Mario Kart World, I actually already have the majority of this stuff. Shadow X Sonic Generations, I would love to buy that, but we have the Switch 1 version. And for some reason, Sega didn't allow the $10 upgrade, which I thought was really, really dumb. Bravely Default, have it. I do want this, but I don't want it $80 worth. That's definitely a no-go. Let's see here, pretty decent. That's a Donkey Kong Bonanza. Sadly, already have it. Welcome Tour. Yeah, pass on that one. What kind of accessories are we rocking here? Screen protector, USB camera. Fun fact: I never really was interested in the whole camera thing. I don't really find too much, good use out of that. Switch to dock, play stand. Okay, haven't seen that in a while yet. That's pretty neat. Let's see here, we have some Switch 1 games. Mario Kart World over there. I already actually have pretty much all of these games. Let's see, they have a wall of Switch stuff over here. See if they have anything that I can buy for filler. Okay, first off, why is there not a Switch 2 version? Unless I'm wrong. We'll find out when I get home. As far as I know, there is not a Switch 2 version of the show 25. Pretty standard retail Nintendo game selection. Nothing crazy here. Really not even anything worth getting for filler. I mean, maybe for $20 cars. I loved cars growing up. May look into that. We also have some local Goodwills over here, but I've struck out so many times I'm kind of discouraged to even go to them. A little bit of a waste of time at that point. But yeah, if I'm correct though, I think there are a lot of Switch 1 accessories. We got some Amiibo up here at the top, pretty cool stuff. Mario Kart wheel, I actually already have that. Fun fact, is pretty fun. There we go, we got more Amiibo, game codes, all that stuff over here. Yeah, not really anything I need. I guess I'll move on to the next store. This stop is at the local Goodwill, and my mother is actually giving me and Natalie one of those VCR DVD combo players. So that kind of makes me want to get into collecting this stuff if I find anything that I like here. Let's see. Ooh. So far, a little bit of a bust here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I do try to make it a point to collect these Disney classics. The classics run or Black Diamond VHS. Pretty cool find. Another pretty cool find here. We have a jigsaw puzzle for Pokemon, which looks like generation. Well, it's hard to say. I almost said generation 1, but I noticed a Piplup here and a Lucario here. But nonetheless, cool find. Wait for me to find out how much this is. They have it marked. No, I don't believe they do, but if you look over here, there is also another 100-piece, smaller Pokemon puzzle of it looks like the starters. That's pretty cool. I'm just a little worried that it's not going to be complete, but for the price that we're probably going to get these for, it is worth the risk, so I'm going to go for it. Here at Goodwill number 2, and I'm not going to lie, folks, it is not looking good. Not seeing any video games. Not seeing any interesting movies. What do we got down here? Dr. Builder, the big okay. Cool. Monsters Inc. That's pretty cool. Lion King Special Edition. I might look into that. See what else they got here first. Tom and Jerry. Actually hit my head on the rack here. Wow, a second Black Diamond Aladdin. 2 in one day. Okay, I'll take it. Interesting find. Yeah, I'll take this platinum edition of the Lion King. Why not? Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, I did find a video game in this Goodwill, but sadly it is just Disney Infinity. First off, I already have it, and 2, bummer. No DVDs worth getting. It's alright, I wouldn't call it a bust, but definitely picking up this sweet Jurassic Park. Now, I almost missed this one, but given that I'm from Texas, you have to have a VHS of the Alamo. You're really from Texas if you don't have this. Pretty cool find. I am currently at a place called Crazy Deals, and so far I found this really cool Pokemon Mewtwo figure. The place is kind of cool, you know, you'll just find random stuff everywhere. Actually, you'll never know what you're gonna find. Oh, look at this. Look at this guy hiding here, a little Luigi keychain. Pretty cool. I'll pick that up too. So the way that this place works is day by day, everything you find is at a set price. It's pretty cool, but it can also get you to, like in today's age, something where everything's more expensive. Like today, Monday, $3 an item. So I'm gonna have to find something a little bit more valuable to offset this, because I know stuff really isn't worth the price. But you never know. You never know what you'll find in a place like this. I'm going to keep looking, and if I come across something else interesting, I will let you guys know. A deck of cards. Magic the Gathering cards. Okay, that is something I did not expect to find here. Let me pick that up. Interesting. I actually don't know too much about Magic the Gathering, but when you find something like that in a place like this, it'd be kind of crazy not to get. Random comic book, Fantastic Four issue number 21st, variant edition, crossover part 1. This is actually a pretty cool find. Definitely gonna hold on to this. It's actually one of the better days I've had in crazy deals so far. Also found this Supreme Strange Funko. Pretty cool. We also have a trading card binder as a Pokedex, I believe, which is really, really cool. I'm not really big into collecting the Pokemon trading cards, but this is a cool find. And I'm looking for pretty much anything nerd. So that's actually really, really good. This isn't something I'm going to buy, but it definitely brings back some memories here. Wow. This is the last thing I thought I was going to see chasing today. A grinder. That's crazy. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and go over all the stuff I found. First off, I'm going to start with probably the most insignificant find. Pretty cool, but not exactly the greatest thing. But here we have a little Luigi keychain. And one thing that you got to know about me is I'm not exactly super big on the little trinkets like keychains and little things that you'll like press with your fingers and stuff to kind of keep your mind busy or anything like that. But hey, when you find a Luigi, you get it. Next up, I found something that you don't really see very often in like one of those random bargain bin places. And that's a comic book. Fantastic Four. Now, I haven't read this series, and a lot of you are going to hate me for this, but I do read, or I do use the apps to read comics. So I do pretty much all of that digital because I really don't have a place to store comic books. But like the Luigi, if you find a comic book, you get it. Pretty cool. I'll probably read it for fun later. I mean, it is a part 1 to an event by the looks of it. Next up, we have a Pokedex card binder for the, looks like the Pokemon trading card game. I do have some Pokemon trading cards. They're kind of in like a generic binder, but I'll definitely be switching them over here because, you know, obviously a Pokedex one is going to fit the theme a lot better than, you know, what I use. Okay, admittedly, this next item, I was super surprised to find it inside of the random bargain bin place. And I don't know anything about them. I'm sure some of you guys will. I know I have some family that would for sure. But I found a deck of Magic the Gathering cards. Now, personally, I don't know what's good in here. I don't know what this is worth. I know nothing about it. I just thought it was interesting to find in a random bargain bin place. So, I mean, for $3, you got to pick up a deck of cards, whether they're good or not, right? So, we're going with it. We're going with it. Okay, so naturally I had to make a trip to the local GameStop, and I went ahead and bought a shell for the Switch 2 Joy-Cons that actually charges. I've had an interest in this item since the Switch 2 came out. I thought it was a really cool concept, and whenever I travel places, I prefer not to take my Pro controller, right? I prefer to just take the bare, you know, essentials like the Switch 2 itself and Joy-Cons. Well, here, I don't have to haul around a charging cable, right? Because I'll just have this sucker charged up to take on the trip, which will charge the Joy-Cons, and I'll pretty much be able to play as much as I'm going to need to. It's just a pretty cool idea, and it takes it'll take some stress off the Switch 2 itself, since it will not have to be powering the Joy-Cons while you're playing it. Pretty cool. Nice little find. I did stop by some local pawn shops today, and I picked up a few games I didn't have. First off, we have a Game Builder Garage. I really don't know anything about it. It's just for, I don't know, $7, why not? Lego Worlds, one of the few Lego games I do not own. Found it at Best Buy for $20. This one from a pawn shop, this one from Best Buy. Couldn't really get too much footage inside of the pawn shop. The pawn shops that are local to me are like really small, and it's kind of hard to, you know, film in secret, right? So kind of just had to go in there and whatever I found, I bought, and I would just show it off in the final haul video here. Now next up, I did go to some Goodwills, and one thing that I'm going to start getting into is collecting for VHS. Now, me and Natalie both already actually have a pretty good little VHS collection already. I'm looking at it. It's in our library over there. But I want to get more heavy into it because I think I might have mentioned it in one of the clips that I took when I was out and about. But my mother is giving us a DVD and VHS combo machine. So I figured, hey, if I find some really cool VHS, I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up. So right here we have, and of course this is like, I loved this movie, The Alamo on VHS, starring Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, Patrick Wilson, and all that. It's a great movie. We watched it in my 7th grade Texas history class. I haven't seen it since, so actually pretty excited to check this movie out again. And then next up we have Jurassic Park. I just noticed it was in great condition, so why not, right? And also from the pawn shops, I do make it a point to collect the classic, and I know this is in a little bad condition, I'll explain in a second, but these Black Diamond classic Disney tapes. This particular one is Aladdin. Not in great condition, but funny enough, this is the second Aladdin that I found. We have 2 pawn shops local, or I'm sorry, 2 Goodwills local to where I'm at, and each one of them had a Black Diamond Aladdin. So when you find it for just a few dollars, good condition or not, you always pick that up. But the one that I'm keeping for my personal collection is actually this one. A lot better condition, still a little aged, got a little bit of wear and tear on the box here, but nothing terrible. You open it up and you'll notice that the VHS tape itself is still in great condition. It's not tore up. So yeah, pretty good find, I think. The other Aladdin I'll probably give to a family member that also collects, VHS. I also found, the Lion King Special Edition. I loved The Lion King when I was little. It was a great movie. But the Special Edition, I'm not entirely sure what makes it a Special Edition. But for $1.49, I mean, you got to pick this up, especially a Special Edition, because you never know what kind of bonus content's going to be on it. I just thought that was pretty cool and definitely a necessity. Just a few more items here. In the bargain bins shop, I did find a Funko Pop, Supreme Strange. I thought this was pretty cool. I'm not the world's biggest Funko collector, but hey, when you find this for $3, I mean, why not? $3. What's $3? Also found this Pokemon figure of Mewtwo, also for $3. Pretty cool. Mewtwo's pretty awesome Pokemon, Gen 1. The movie that starred Mewtwo, I don't remember what Pokemon, the first movie. I think it was literally called the first movie. Great movie. Ever since then, always thought Mewtwo was pretty cool, so definitely had to pick that up. And lastly, from Goodwill, we have some Pokemon puzzles. Me and Natalie, we do like to put puzzles together. We find it pretty fun. Now, we also realize that getting this from Goodwill, they might be incomplete, and I will be really bummed out if they are. But, I mean, come on, $1. And then this one right here, like a much bigger Pokemon puzzle. This one was a few dollars. I mean, $2.69. I mean, why not? Incomplete or not, even if it's not complete, I mean, $3 total. I mean, come on, let's be real here. And yeah, that is my haul from today's adventures. Alright folks, that will conclude the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast going around looking for all of these cool items because you never know what you're going to find, right? I mean, like I said, never sleep on your local stores, especially ones like a bargain bin store. Those you really never know what you're going to find. And I always have a lot of fun doing this. I just figured, hey, I have a day off. Natalie's at work. I don't really feel like sitting at home playing video games all day and taking a nap or whatever I would normally do. So I decided to be a little bit active and go on an adventure, find some stuff, make a video out of it, all of that. But yeah, thank all of you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you didn't like it, feel free to smash that thumbs down. That's always welcome. Leave what you think in the comments down below. That's always welcome. And as always, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.